So between Pokefactory updates, I've been working on Skyblock, but we put Pixelmon in it, which is a genius idea that no one has done, which is really upsetting because I want to play it, but I don't want to particularly make it because it turns out making a Skyblock plugin is really fucking hard, and you gotta like know how to use World Edit properly and like World Guard, and you gotta code it all, and you can't use any of the ones on the sort of plugin markets because none of them work with ArcLight or Pixelmon. So I made one in like 2 days, which was fun. And by made one, I mean you could have an island, and that's about it. So at the moment, we've got an island which is protected, and you can invite your friends to it, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it took me 2 days. So I'm sad. So you can basically just get cobblestone. That is it. Kind of difficult to make Pokeballs and catch things without iron. So instead of actually dealing with that, I've been ignoring it for multiple days, but I decided to finally just play it, which you can see here, really sped up. I decided that maybe it was a good idea to just play it, and that would inspire me to do things, and it did. So the rest of this is me doing that. At the moment, at the end of this, there's just a basic generator. So iron will sometimes pop up in your cobblestone generator, and along the way I found a bunch of bugs, which I hadn't fixed previously. So yeah, that's really fun. So how do we add iron? Turns out you hook into Spigot events, and then instead of adding an actual proper way of doing it, you just make it so that sometimes when you break cobblestone, the cobblestone that replaces it isn't cobblestone, it's iron ore. And that sounds really easy. You just Google how to make a cobblestone generator give you iron, and then somebody gives you a full guide, which turns out you don't do. It's slightly more work. But then you come to test it, and it also still doesn't work because you forgot to actually cancel the event. So you're replacing it with iron ore, and then Minecraft says, fuck you, and just puts cobblestone back there. But then you test it again, and it works, and you're really excited at this basic thing that you've achieved that really shouldn't be that difficult, and you're paying $9,000 a year to sort of learn how to do this better, and it's still not going well. Then you start reading about World Guard, because really this should only work on players' islands, and a bunch of the testing stuff we're going to want to do later. We're going to be able to get the island that the player is in from the location. So we add that to our storage class. We had a method to get the World Guard region just by the location, which is relatively easy-ish. However, I also managed to fuck this up, obviously. While we're here, we also add a little method to the island class object, whatever, which just lets me message every single person who's a part of the island, which is going to be helpful down the road when people level up their islands, or I don't know, like a legendary spawns or something, I guess. What we didn't see is I thought I'd fucked up and just not compared two strings correctly. What it turns out was happening is something that I'd added 2 days ago, which is saving multiple members, which I hacked on to something that was really designed for one player per island, was completely broken. And so every time the server turned off, the islands wouldn't save, so you would regenerate your island when you joined again, which got rid of all the progress, which was really sad. So then I fixed that, and now you're watching me play through it beautifully, where you can build a cobblestone generator, and iron will just magically appear sometimes. I was playing with it as a 1 in 4 chance, because I made the plugin, so I can do whatever I want. You will probably have much worse odds, which sucks, so I'm really sorry about that. But if you want to help beta test this, then you can.